Hello, guys. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. Let's see who we have today. Who do we have in here this morning? Let's see. Panda, Linda, Dripping Sunshine. I got your email. It is so cute. Thank you so much for that little picture that you drew me. I love it. Very adorable. Jay, nice to see you. Linda, sorry, Lilith, hello. Nice to see you. 31 Frames, hello. Joanna, nice to see you. Sassy, Runs with Scissors. Keto Lisa, hey guys, good morning. Pink Warrior, Eva, Ennis, Heidi, hello. Hi, welcome. Hey, Annie. So Yaba wasn't live this morning. She's not going to go live today. So I figured let me step in. There's probably getting a lot of people that are going to be bored this morning. So I'll just go live. We'll have a little bit of fun. I share a lot of my audience with Yaba. So yeah, so I figured let's go live in the morning. Yay. Foodie Beauty did have a live stream early in the morning, my time, like in the middle of the night last night. It was almost 4 hours long. Almost 4 hours long. And let me just tell you, it was the biggest nothing burger ever. Like, you didn't miss anything. She cooked, like, she made breakfast. I think she made like a bagel or something. I don't even remember. Then she made soup like an hour later and she ate that. Salah was playing on the keyboard. He was playing Crazy Frog. It was awful. It was literally nothing. No problem, Pink Warrior. I saw your comment on Twitter under Yava's post. I was like, oh, Pink Warrior, maybe I'll give you something to do while you're, bored. These Beezers, I don't know. Joanna, that's a great question. She had like 350 people when I like tuned in early this morning. I'm not going to cover that. It's too boring. It's way too boring. So what I figured we could do is we could retro react. I found 2 videos randomly. Let me just close this off and switch my screen. Okay, but before we do that, she did post on her community tab post. No, she did not start the low carb diet today. She is eating just home cooked food. I guess that's the new plan. Hey, Judy. So this is her post from about an hour ago now. Stupid comment of the day. Quote unquote, funny how as soon as payday comes, Salah is in the chat and in your streams more. Right, because it costs money to chat and play Crazy Frog. If you would like your stupid comment featured in Stupid Comment of the Day, be sure to leave me a comment making a total ass of yourself. Now, first of all, I totally would. That sounds like such a fun challenge. But she's got, I think, pretty much all of us blocked, I think. Pretty much all of us. So that's not going to happen. And yeah, it is interesting. Payday was this week. She got paid either yesterday, the day before, tomorrow, sometime. It is true. I have a feeling like I'd have to go back, and I don't have the time. I don't really care. But if we look back at every month around payday, if Salah is more present in the chat, if he's more present in her streams, if his presence is even there, I'm curious if that's like a thing. Good morning, Fupa. Hey, Kantal Murray, nice to see you. So anyway, so that's her latest stupid comment of the day. Whatever. Anyway, besides which, let's get started. I found 2 videos. The first one we're going to play, it's called Health Updates. Now, this is from March 14th, 2021. And I thought we could have a good time and watch it. Hey, Krusty, nice to see you, Lime Jello. Hello. Welcome to everyone that's just trickling in. All right, so we're going to watch a retro. Again, this is from March of 2021. Here we go.
Look at all the snow, Sam. It's a storm. Oh my goodness, look at this. It was clear 2 seconds ago and now...
Really, Kantal?
Wow.
Do you miss the snow, Chantal?
I'm glad I'm in here, not out there.
Good morning, emotional support.
What is it? It's snow. It's snow. Chibby's.
Hey guys, hey, how are you? I just washed my face and had a shower.
Oh no. I see it. I see the stream lagging. Hold on. Hopefully it'll go back up.
And I'm back in some pajamas. So I just wanted to do a quick update
Lori.
for you and talk a bit about how I'm doing on this new injection I'm on for diabetes and for weight loss, and just in general how I'm feeling, how I'm doing. So to start, I know I've been doing a lot of live streams, and I find those easy to do when I'm feeling more down in the dumps. It allows me to interact with people, which does brighten my day.
Goodness. Lori, thank you so much for gifting a membership. I'm hoping you guys aren't lagging. Thank you so much. Judy, welcome to the memberships. Please enjoy the emojis, and please thank Lori for being so generous as always. Thank you, Lori. I really appreciate you.
Up a little bit to talk to you guys and everything, and just see the overwhelming amount of support I have from you guys.
Hey, Sky. Look, there's no mouth herpes. There's none. What is she injecting other than cream cheese frosting?
Also, I'm going through some side effects of this new medicine I'm on, and it doesn't have me feeling too well right now. Hey, Sam. So I'm on an injection called Ozempic, and I'm...
Oh, this is when she's on Ozempic. Yes. Look at how sick she looks from the Ozempic, which she ate through anyway.
On a 0.25 milligram dose to start, and
Eva, yes.
in 2 weeks I'll be moving up to 0.5 milligrams. Now this injection, once a week injection, is used to lower your A1C and blood sugars, and also to lose some weight.
Now this is 2021. Just think if she had actually done what she was supposed to do back in 2021 when she's on Ozempic, she's on the weight loss jab, she's on it, right? She could have been a normal, healthy weight by now.
And most people have reported that they've lost about 5% of their body weight by taking this injection. It does.
Druma, she actually had her gallbladder out a long time ago. Hey, Eli, nice to see you. This is definitely prior to Nodder, though, yeah.
Slow down your digestion. It also controls the hunger hormone in your brain. So I do find that it has been doing that. I do find that I'm overall just less thinking of food. I'm also turned off by a lot of foods. It always feels like there's something in my stomach.
She was 19 when she had her gallbladder. Yeah, it was a long time ago. I'm not sure exactly how old she was. Maybe she was 19, yeah. This is 2021, Jello.
I always feel full, and that's probably because of the slowed down digestion. There is some nausea.
She looks like she's going to barf.
Recently, there's more fatigue, so I'm just really tired all the time lately. Doesn't matter how much sleep I get. And the doctor did say to expect some pretty nasty side effects, but from what I hear, they do taper down in the subsequent weeks to months or whatever. So, but I'm guessing that's how the weight loss part works, is you just don't feel like eating, you feel sick, so you don't feel like eating. So it's kind of a trade-off, you know, but Sam, it's rude. I'm trying to do a video. He wants to go out in the snowstorm. Can you believe this? No, it's feeding. So on top of all that, you know that I've been struggling a lot with my mental health, overall motivation to do anything, you know?
Does this sound familiar to you guys? Those of you who are maybe you came into the Kuwait arc, right? Does this sound like something you've heard before? Do you see how frustrating this woman is? This is only 4 years ago. This is 2021, right?
Beyond laying in bed, and I'm really working hard on that, but I know there will come a time where I'm feeling a bit better, and as soon as I do, I will put out some recorded videos for you guys, and you know, probably within days or whatever. So I do want to get back on a schedule, and I have been changing my name back and forth on my channel, my banners.
Oh yeah, she was the Chantal Show, Shantopolis. What else was she? She had so many different names. Oh my God, what else was she? I'm trying to think. Chantopoulos, the Chantal show. Oh my God, I'm blanking now. There was like at least 5 or 6 different names she had.
As if, thinking that changing my banner and my name will like just change everything. But I'm in an identity crisis right now, and I really don't know what the heck I'm doing. So bear with me. I know it's amusing to a lot of you, and
Bunny, that's a great point. Bunny says, I think she fakes these dumb cycles because she legit has nothing else, not a creative bone in her body. The cycles are the show. Exactly. That's a great point. Yeah. What other content would she have besides pretending to start a weight loss journey and then changing her mind the next day or that same day? Right? Good morning, JoJo. Oh, hell no. Hello.
I know it's...
Hey, Shax.
Laughable.
Nice to see you guys.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, I guess that's really all I wanted to say. I don't really have much else to say. I know a lot of you have been at my live streams, and like I said, it's not going to be a permanent thing. I know I've been doing so many of them, but it's just an easy way to just press, turn on the camera.
Good morning, fam.
And hang out with 1,000 people or so.
Oh man, remember when 1,000 people used to tune into you live, Chantal? And this was before Nodder. Again, this is before Nodder. Hey, Gilly, nice to see you, honey. So this wasn't even before she was making $20,000 a month, right? This is before that. And she was getting 1,000 views, like ish, on a live stream. Last night, I'm telling you, she struggled to pull 350. Like she was hovering at 350 for the most of the stream that I listened to. The bigger they are, literally the harder they fall.
And just share my day, because I really do like sharing a lot of stuff. So
yeah, had that come out for you.
Sometimes
Chantal.
I think I don't, but in the end, I really do enjoy it. I'm kind of an attention whore, so I appreciate the attention you guys are giving me. I think it's just also like the winter gloom. It's just, I feel cabin fever, but then I get anxiety when
Morning,
I go
Bella.
out a lot more
honey?
now. So I'm gonna have to really push myself when the weather is nice enough to go out, which is going to be just around the corner. So I'd like for Pete and I both to get out and do more things for videos and stuff. We used to have a lot of fun going places, and I'm really looking forward to that. As I said, all these daily live streams are just temporary. I mean, I do still plan on doing regular live streams, but probably not every single day. Once I get back to recorded videos.
Don't worry.
Diet-wise, how I'm doing with eating, I'll probably talk less about it.
The only content Chantal will ever have is eating, talking about food, and that's it. And raging. That's all she's got. It's either babbling on a live stream just incoherently to the point where no one who's not in that chat wants to hear that. Like unless you're chatting to her, it's awful. It's awful. It's so bad. You have reaction channels not wanting to react to her. Like,
On my channel.
She's always constipated or shitting her pants. It's either one of the two.
Weight loss and stuff like that. Only because I feel a lot of the time when I bring that subject up again, I figured out that what bothers me about it is I'm always justifying my choices. I find myself always justifying my choices.
Jojo, she said the other day that she went back and was watching some of her old stuff. I'd love to know if she has just privated everything or if she actually did delete all of the old videos before Salah. I hope she just privated them, because if she didn't, she's an idiot. But, I
always find myself justifying what I'm eating, and that kind of justification, it can...
What if? That's a great point. It must be so depressing to be young but old at the same time. When I was heavy, even though I was like in my late 30s, I felt so much older. Like being around people who were like thin and they were my age, I just felt like matronly and drab. I can't imagine what she must feel like cosplaying as she does, like in the now, in the present. That must make her, when young women walk by her, it must make her feel like, I don't even know. I can't, no wonder why she hates women. Like I kind of see how she could come to that, you know, decision to hate everybody. I hate all women.
It can be toxic, and I'm trying to, you know, work with a therapist to get away from that feeling of shame with food. So
maybe you should have a little bit of shame. Maybe a little bit of shame for you is a good thing, you know? I know we shouldn't be so shameful, like we shouldn't be ashamed of ourselves, what we look like, whatever, but like maybe a little bit is what you need. Maybe the fact that you never feel that shame, maybe that's why, is like that's your blocker, you know?
but the problem is everybody
She's my
has a
soul.
different opinion on what is healthy, on what
Yeah,
someone
Deb.
should eat to lose weight. You know,
Oh, Bella, of course.
I almost feel like I get told off, I guess, in a sense, by a lot of people. Like, what are you doing? No, don't eat that. That has too many carbs. Or it's just like I just envision the tone. And I guess with writing a comment, the tone doesn't really come through as well as, you know, maybe sometimes people don't mean to
Right.
sound that way. But I'm just going to stop justifying what I'm eating or what I'm doing. I know I put a post up a while ago about making drastic changes, and you know what? That's part of my disorder. It's
Good morning,
just
Team Psych Ward.
going
How are you?
from black and white extremes, and that's also, again, in therapy, what I'm going to be working to.
Now, again, she's mentioning therapy here, guys. She has tried, and I use this term very loosely, tried to do therapy many times over the years. She usually either cancels the appointment, reschedules, and then never goes, or just never shows up. Or she goes once, like she did with that Overeaters Anonymous, whatever she was in like recently in Kuwait, and then never goes back, or just sits there and listens to other people, you know? Never does the work herself.
Get away from in order to have a repaired relationship with food, because no matter what diet you go on, if you don't repair your relationship with food, it's going to make relapses a lot more likely, just from experience, just from what I'm learning. So I just want to...
Can you imagine? This is, again, this is 4 years ago, I think 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was. Just 4 years and never starting. Never taking day one in 4 years. If that doesn't depress you, I don't know what will.
say that sometimes, yes, you see me eat Chinese food, you see me eat pizza,
You
and
don't see what I eat off camera. Watch.
I'm not making excuses for what I'm eating.
But
It's just that I'm having a really hard time with extremes and completely eliminating
what happened
things
was,
immediately from my diet. And I'm very impulsive, so a lot of the time I announce things, and that has always been to my detriment. So I don't know, hopefully I learn one day that not
she
to
still
be so
hasn't learned.
impulsive, but
She
again,
still hasn't learned.
you know, it's something I have to work on. It's something I have to learn to...
That's a good question, Laura. Yeah, again, we're not trying to make fun of anyone who's losing hair, especially women. I know how that can be very devastating. I understand that. We're just talking about Chantal. But the hairline. Now, we know she used fibers back then, right? Those little shaky cheese hair fibers she used to use, the kabuki fibers. But it's very uneven in this one.
improve. We all have room for improvement. We all have flaws. And for me, being impulsive...
And that's the thing, Psych Ward. Like, even if she did go to like regular, if she saw a therapist regularly, the same therapist, she's never honest. Now, therapists have tricks and tips that they could use to try to get the truth out of someone, obviously, but she's such a pathological liar that a therapist would have a very hard time, unless the sad thing is, unless they watched reaction channels about how her life actually has played out in the last 8 or 9 years, they would never get the truth from her. So really, how good could her recovery actually be? You know? The
is
soot.
definitely one of those things. So, I think that I need more psychiatric help
Oh,
than
yeah,
what I have.
Swolenormous. Yeah.
I am on an antidepressant.
That lasted what, like a day? When she realized what she had to do, she was on the Facebook group, and then she's like, oh, no, I'm not doing that.
Which I've been on for a while, and it does help take the edge off. But I'm wondering if I have something else going on. I've never
Totally,
been
Heidi.
properly psychiatrically evaluated, and it's really, really hard to get in to see a psychiatrist here right now. There's just wait lists,
Just
and
excuses,
shortages,
excuses,
and
excuses.
whenever I bring it up to my doctor, it's one of those things where it's like, ooh, you know, it's gonna be hard to get you in with somebody, and that's just really
First of all, if you're telling your doctor, like, I don't know if you guys have been to like your regular doctor in a long time, but like they give you a sheet of paper and it is like, are you sad? Do you ever feel depressed? Like, do you feel like you don't want to get out of bed? They ask you so many questions about your mental health, right? Imagine going to your doctor and you filling out something like that. They're asking you, how's your mental health? And you're like, I really need to see a therapist. And your doctor says, I don't know if we can get you in. Like, no doctor's saying that. They want you booked in. They want you making that appointment. That's why when you go to the dentist, they're like, hey, can you come in May 14th, 2026 at 3:05 p.m.? It's like, I guess, you know? She's so crap. She's such a
that's just a
fucking liar.
reality of mental illness health.
You're in a
healthcare.
moody?
And,
Oh, no.
You know, I'm in Canada, and that's just how it is here, and I'm sure it's like that in a lot of other places.
Cypher, I'm not going to like subject my channel to that. That live stream was a nothing burger.
So it's just something I'm continuing to struggle with, and yeah. So I understand that everyone has a different opinion, like I said, on what should be eaten and what should be done, and you should be an inpatient, you should see this. And I used to just kind of fight that and be defensive and you know, continually justify my answers to you.
And 4 or 5 years later, you're still doing it. This is still happening.
I'm just going to stop doing that. You can have your opinion. This is interactive. It's a social media.
Totally, Gilly.
I ask that you be respectful in comments. I don't, condone the bullying or the hate, but you're allowed your opinion. If that, but that doesn't mean that if you leave your opinion to someone, doesn't mean that they're going to follow that. It might not be right for their way of living or whatever. So I think that people have this perception that because of the back and forth and
she gets high up the planning, yeah,
not following through on certain things and announcing I want to be super healthy and then eating something that would not be considered healthy, that people just see me as somebody who's not wanting to change,
you don't want to change. I'm sorry, she doesn't want to change.
Who's not doing things to change behind the scenes. And that's fair enough.
Bye, Jojo. Have a good day, honey. Thanks for stopping in.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all. I do have a therapist. I don't talk to them every day.
You don't talk to them ever?
Maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that.
Maybe once, period.
It depends. It's not really a fixed schedule anymore because I did cancel before my therapy. Therapy, again, is just something that's so hard for me to
My therapist has reserved as needed spots. Okay.
Get into. I feel opened up. I feel naked. I feel vulnerable. I don't feel very good talking about things with people. Somebody asked me if I ever cry, and I don't. I don't like crying. I actually hate crying. I hate that. So I guess I just feel sorry for myself whenever I talk about issues. And I just hate that feeling. So, but I'm going to work through it, and especially for the eating disorder recovery part.
Oh my God. Chantal. God.
A lot of the process for eating disorder recovery.
Elaine, I think it's just a giant gullet at this point. I just think I think it's morphed into one chin where she's got the chin that we see, the moon chin, like that chin. And then she's got just this mass. I think it's all one big fupa ball, like a neck fupa.
Is actually seems counterintuitive or counterproductive to a lot of people.
Mega
because when you have an eating disorder, the main thing is that your relationship with food is just all kinds of messed up.
Oh my God.
And
Just
in order to
excuses.
repair that, you have to stop giving moral value to foods, bad or good or whatever. And it's
I didn't want to
really
say it,
difficult
Joanna.
because to get ahead, you kind of have to go backwards a bit, you know, by saying I'm going to allow myself all kinds of food. And no food is good or bad. So you might eat.
Talk about a word
wow,
salad.
So you might eat more of it at first.
My God.
But then the idea is that without that pressure to eliminate the food from your diet, your mind is not going to panic and restrict and think, okay, I can't have this, so I must eat it all. So there's different steps that are taken, and it's a longer process. So I just wanted to let you guys know, yes, I am working on things, and
Yes, Jackie,
like
it
I
is.
said, the road to victory
Good
is
morning,
paved
Golden
with all
Games.
kinds of failure. So
I mean, yes, the road to success is paved with failures, but you have to have some success in order for it to be a journey. No, you have to like start in order for you to even call it a journey.
maybe we just need to stop looking at failure.
If she was skinny, she would be the nastiest person. Then she would be so, especially because she's been fat so long, she would be so nasty. She would be calling people fat ass, fat this, fat that. No, take a screenshot of absolutely 31 frames.
As such a negative
crop myself
thing
out for
and
a
just
sec.
kind of normalize it a little bit. What's important is if you keep trying, right? So anyways, I think that's it for now. I don't really have much else to say again. So I hope to I know you guys I've been promising time warps for like 3 months.
That's okay, Linda. We know you're here in spirit.
I definitely will be coming out with those. At least one of them next week. I am feeling a bit better day by day. I'm up in the daytime. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm hoping once my injection starts going through my system more and the side effects subside a bit, I won't be as tired. And time warp is one of those things I really enjoy doing, but I want to have the energy to do it. I don't want to feel like crap when I'm doing those things. I want to have fun, you know. So
I guarantee you, if she lost weight, that hijab would be a thing of the past. She wouldn't be wearing abayas. She wouldn't be wearing a hijab. She would be flaunting it like you wouldn't believe. Oh, thanks, Kripnik. That was so sweet.
Enjoyable for me, and
I'm feeling good
it won't
today.
Be as enjoyable for you.
Smiley day.
I have this tinny sulfuric taste in my mouth.
It's the taste of diabetes.
When I burp from the injection, which has been reported by people, so it's not.
How greasy she looks. Oh, so many house stories, Deb. Oh my God. She would be jet setting. It would be the natty daddy era times 10. Cause she'd be jet setting around. She'd be meeting foreign men. Ugh. Me either, Lori. I feel like Lori says, I always liked a chubby, chunky, fat partner because even though I was a healthy weight up until my late 20s, I was never skinny. I don't understand some folks losing weight and becoming mean girls. I feel like, maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but since I've lost so much weight, I feel happier. Just innately happier. Does that make sense? Like I'm not so like, I don't see things so negatively like I used to. I'm willing to give someone a chance more. I don't know. I've noticed it about myself. It's hard to articulate it, but I definitely I feel it. I feel friendlier because I feel like people treat me listen, I'm not going to lie. People treat you so much differently when you're fat than when you're thin. And people treat you differently. They treat you better when you're thin. It's just a thing. I don't know why it is. It is just the way it is. But because people treated me nicer when I was thinner, I just felt nicer in return, I guess. I don't know. Anyway.
Anyways, All right, enough rambling, and I will
Don't go
see
back,
you guys
Cryptic.
soon.
You've
Thank
gone
you
so
for
far.
watching.
Don't go back.
Bye, guys.
All right, so that was that boring ass stream. Now we're going to watch the next one. This is the Charlie Gold Rant. This is from February 20th, 2020. So I'm excited for that one. You're confident in yourself. You have I have low self-esteem too. Like if anyone said, like, that's why I could never like think like, I can't imagine sitting here and be like, I'm hotter than 90% of you two. I don't even care if I looked like the hottest supermodel. You would never catch me saying that. And to see someone so greasy and so fat and so awful say that, it's like, God damn, are you deluded? Anyway, this is the Charlie Gold Rant. I haven't watched this through, so I don't even know what's on this, but we're going to watch it again anyway. Yeah, she would feel so good, Gilly. She would feel so, yeah, exactly. Happier outlook on life. Exactly. You guys get it. You know, when you had anorexia, people do treat you differently. Greenie, yeah. I hope you're in recovery, Greenie. Hope you're okay and healthy.
Hello, Foodie Beauties. Hello. All right.
Oh, the Elton John sunglasses. If you haven't seen these sunglasses, she wore these sunglasses every day for months. Even though you could see right here, she's missing a stone. You're in for a treat.
So I was really debating whether I should make this video or not. You know, for obvious reasons, the amount of hate that it will get. But furthermore,
I just want to say before this starts, I've always liked Charlie Gold. I think Charlie Gold is very articulate, and I loved when she would school the fuck out of Chantal all the time. Regardless of how you feel about Charlie. Like, yeah. You guys like this? Trigger warning. Trigger warning, yes.
I don't feel like, I just feel like no matter what I do, I'm going to get hate anyway. But I do still have a lot of supporters, and that's why I continue to do this. But I feel like I have the right to do this video as somebody who is a continual subject of so many reaction channels. Basically, people who sit there and criticize.
Lime Jello, are these the sunglasses that Yaba also has? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Every detail of my life. So they can give their opinion. So I'm going to give my opinion.
Oh, nice, Gilly.
This video is not served to bash anybody that I talk about in this video.
And it's labeled Charlie Gold Rant. That was what she titled this pre-recorded video. I'm not, listen to that again. What was that, Chantal?
Her opinion. So I'm going to give my opinion. This video is not served to bash anybody that I talk about in this video.
Charlie Gold Rant. Okay.
It's just giving my thoughts and views. Like I said, as somebody who is a subject to a lot of this criticism, and I feel like the criticism is hypocritical in a lot of ways, and that's mostly what I'm going to be talking about. Also, that it's mean-spirited, and its intention is not to provide criticism, because once you start insulting people, it's not valid criticism anymore.
This is an old video from 2020, Freya.
And that's, you know, always been my issue.
She has, this is just proof. I don't know what's wrong with her. She cannot pick out a pair of sunglasses to save her goddamn life. This is why she has zero taste in anything. How do you not just pick out a plain pair of sunglasses? Look at how high they're sitting up on her face, too. Her eyebrows are like... Morning, Mel's.
With some of these reaction channels. And there's some parody channels I get a heck of a laugh out of. And I'm even up in those comments like, oh my god, your videos about me are funny, whatever. But then there's like, so Charlie Gold is who I'm talking about today. And what
She's not
sparked
naming any
that
names, guys, but
was
yeah,
that,
Charlie Gold.
I mean, I never talk about these people in my videos, hardly ever. Ever. I maybe did once or twice.
God.
and I've privatized those videos, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm not...
That's what she would constantly do. She would have these fucking massive rants, hours long, just saying the most disgusting shit, and then she would private it. Like she pretended it didn't exist. Oh, contraire, mon ami. It does exist. And that's what pissed her off. And that's why the reaction channel community is so vibrant. And it's still so vibrant to this day. Because she loves to repaint history. And it's bullshit. Bullshit.
Not into drama. This is not a drama video. This is an opinion. And I'm not going to be bashing anybody in it. But
Charlie Gold rant.
So, and I know people who just don't like me for whatever reason are just not going to listen, and that's totally fine. I don't really care, honestly. But Charlie Gold is, let's break this down. Okay,
let's do it.
She's a YouTuber who has double my subscribers. 122,000 subscribers.
You're so
That's
jealous.
fine.
Is it fine, or you like that cryptic? Is it fine, or are you a little jealous? Are you jealous, Chantal? I think you were jealous.
Some people think I'm just jealous.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody.
I'm not jealous of somebody having more subscribers than me, especially not since the only reason they have so many subscribers is because they talk about me and Amberlynn. Or that they are on this weight loss journey. So that's the thing. This person criticizes Amberlynn and I in all her videos, mostly Amberlynn, because people...
This is a Charlie video that she put up. Amberlynn Reed, how to put your money where your fupa is. Okay. But if you have a fupa also... Again, Chantal, I know this is very difficult for you to understand, but people don't make fun of you just because you're fat. People make fun of you because you're terrible. It just so happens that you're fucking fat. And that's what most of your content is about, eating. So
I like to use Amberlynn as a beating post on YouTube. And let's just face it, that's just what it is. No matter what she's done in the past, she's still a person, and people like to use her as a beating post. So...
that condescending sneer. Amberlynn Reed should be grateful she meant to see Halloween.
But I'll be in the videos once in a while. One video in particular,
Listen, Charlie gets up here with no makeup. And if you guys have never turned your camera on a live stream, it is... When I first started doing live streams, it makes you really nervous because you're live and all these people are watching you and you're trying to react and you got people talking to you in the chat, and it's like... It gets a little, I get nervous sometimes. I definitely get nervous sometimes, you know? And Charlie goes on there with no makeup, looking like a fresh-faced queen, where people have been very racist towards her and said some really terrible fucking things to her, about her, you know? So I give her credit.
Made fun of my 10-size underwear. So I'm 300.
That was a good one. If you haven't watched this video of Charlie's, it's called Foodie Beauty plus size / tent size haul. And it's Foodie Beauty holding up her panties. Oh,
87 pounds, okay? She was bigger than me at one point.
Heidi.
I'm pretty sure she was bigger than me. And recently, what sparked these feelings is that a video went around, and it has her mugshot, which is from 2019, of her. And I don't really give a shit if she's been arrested. I don't care about that's none of my business. What I was interested in...
Well, you just told your X amount of subscribers that she's got a mugshot from 2019, so...
Is her weight on the mugshot. And it was 310 pounds or something like that. I've seen people say, well, at least she's still 70 pounds lighter than you. It doesn't matter.
So now Chantal is saying she weighs the same here as she does present day. Right? 375-ish, yeah.
Still morbidly obese. And she's been bigger than me, which means she is struggling still. She's not thin. She's not
And if she was thin, what would Chantal have said? You're thin, you're fat shaming. F you, you don't know what you're talking about. Stop fat shaming, fat shame, fat shame, fat shame. That's what she would say.
Epitome of health.
No, those are her sideburns. She has actual sideburns. That's not kabuki hair fibers.
Still somebody who struggles with weight issues. And for her to comment on the size of my underwear or to fat shame me or Amberlynn is just ridiculous. And that's always been what I had an issue with.
Do you know how many fat YouTubers there are? A lot. There's a lot of big people on YouTube and all social medias. But notice how not all of them have this following, have this reaction community attached to them, because not all of them are terrible. Look at Ruby Frankie. She's thin, she's blonde. She was reasonably attractive, I guess you could say, on like an average level. People fucking hate her. Got nothing to do with what she looks like. You know, she just doesn't understand that. It's just so stupid.
You know what I mean? It's just like...
Put your bra on.
It's like an alcoholic coming on here and shaming someone else for having an addiction, which there is a reaction channel who is an addict.
Smokey Steve. I think she's talking about Smokey Steve. But that's the difference, Chantal. Those people aren't coming on their YouTube channel and using or drinking on camera and monetizing it. You are using your addiction on camera and monetizing it. That's the difference. That's the black and white difference.
Who has the nerve to
she looks like a melted
talk
marshmallow.
About someone else's addiction.
As an addict, you should know relapses happen often. Relapses can happen often. The point is to try to not to let those happen. When you just don't care if they happen or not, then you're not in recovery. You just don't give a shit. You're just being an addict.
It's just like...
You had your wisdom tooth pulled, Kimberlina. I hope it went okay. I hope you're on some good drugs. I hope you're chilling. I hope you're in bed or on the couch, just relaxing. Take the day. Hope it went well, honey. Big hugs.
Do people not... Do 122,000 people not see that? I think they do, but I think that they like... People love when people are hating on other people in videos. They love that.
Oh, nice, Max. You lost almost 100 pounds. That's amazing. Congratulations. Keep going if you want to. That's amazing. Can we get some love for Max in here? And Kimberlina, because she's got a missing tooth. She went to the dentist. That's something Chantal never does.
It's
awesome,
videos
honey.
like that always get the most views. People who like to see the tea. And it's just like, that's at the expense of someone else, you know? And it's just like, when I saw that, and
Well said, Angelica.
Apparently this person has created a challenge for Amberlynn, okay? Charlie's created a challenge for Amberlynn, a weight loss challenge, but she hasn't really lost any weight.
Present day, let's look present day. Charlie Gold has lost a lot of weight. Not like a ton, but like she's lost quite a significant amount of weight. Let's look at Amberlynn. Has Amberlynn lost weight? Oh no. Has Chantal lost weight? Oh no. So, I think I'd listen to Charlie before either of these two human frickin' thumbs. Hey, Greenie, nice to see you. Her ears are hiding.
And the amount, like in months, or hasn't done a weight loss update in so long that it's like, where do you come off?
Panda, I hope you're going to do something extra special and nice for Miss Kimberlina today, because she's feeling numb.
Criticizing Amberlynn or making a challenge for her when you yourself are still struggling with your weight loss journey. You know what I mean? I'm not shaming her. If she...
Weight loss journey is never over. Even though I've lost all the weight I wanted to lose, it's still not over. I still have to maintain what I worked so hard to get. It's never over. You can't just lose all the weight and then say, oh great, now I could just be a complete slob again and it's just going to stay off. That's not how it works. Her thinking is so skewed. She doesn't understand. She has to do this for the rest of her life. That's why she's never started. Because that concept to her is just, it's like talking about a black hole to like an infant. Like they're not going to understand what you're saying, you know?
Hasn't lost any weight. You don't see me making a channel.
Yeah, I called them human thumbs. Yeah.
Criticizing someone's weight loss journey. Because I'm struggling myself. I would never have the testicles. I would never have the balls.
Sorry, I just want to talk about Freya. Do you know how badly I wanted a donut today? Yeah, right, my office girl. Girl, I know. I've got Reese's Cadbury eggs sitting in my cupboard, and I haven't opened it. But I'm just, every day I look at them and I'm like, I know I shouldn't eat one because they're like almost 200 calories and it's all sugar. I shouldn't eat it. Do I want it? Yeah. But seeing it there, me not eating it is giving me strength. You can do it.
To do that to someone else. Never. Not in a million years.
It's hard not eating all the fun stuff.
I really don't understand that. I really don't.
You know,
and
this is the equivalent. It's either Chantal or eating the crap. You know, I don't want to be like that.
She's getting some exposure as a person. Like, people are starting to criticize her because, you know what? The funny thing is,
oh, so you like when people criticize other people, just they shouldn't criticize you and the people that you like. Oh, okay. So again, rules for thee, but not for me.
About these channels is that they can give their opinion and criticize all day long other people. But the minute they get it back, they go off. They completely go off. There's receipts of that circulating around. I'll let you search it yourself.
Big Ed's sister. Oh my God. Lori says, don't buy temptations. You all deserve to live the best version of yourselves. Yes. But you could treat yourself once in a while, but exactly. Just, you don't need it.
I'm not going to post that kind of stuff on here. Like I said, this is not a drama video. It's not meant to cause drama. It's just my opinion on everything because, like I said, I'm the subject of this. So
nice, Elaine.
I feel like I have a right to. And I just...
Angelica, if she put Amber's choker on, number one, it wouldn't fit. And number two, it'd be like a fucking garrote around her neck. You wouldn't even see it. Her neck would just fold over it. Oh my God, that's terrible.
To me, it's you're being a hypocrite by doing that. I don't get it. Like, making fun of my 10-size underwear.
Hey, Patty.
Like, that's, like I said, like, people who insult others, they're already beneath you. So there's not even any point in addressing them. Like, there's people who will make fun of my arm flab or how I look. And you know what? I'm not even going to comment on that because, I've realized long ago that people who make fun of your looks are just the lowest anyway. That's the lowest form.
How much weight did you guys gain over Easter? I gained a pound. My mom is a really good cook. I gained a pound. I had a workout this morning. Oh, I'm hurting still. I'm hurting.
That you could of insult that you could ever do. It's just like whatever, you know. But it's just like this thing with these critics being obese themselves, and just because you're not as obese as somebody else, or just because you have more mobility than somebody else, doesn't give you the right. People were on my ass when I made that video about Amber Lynn, criticizing.
How the hell did you do that? Damn.
Her for being a mobile in the scooter, which I've apologized to her many times. But
yeah, that's right. Chantal did make fun of Amber Lynn for using the scooter. She was definitely shaming her for using the scooter. And then the best part was that Chantal had used a scooter after. And she even bought her own scooter. Like, she didn't even just use the Walmart scooter. And oh my God, I gotta find that Costco video. Do you remember her in Costco with the big curly wig on? And she was on the stupid scooter, and it was squeaking. Do you remember? It was so loud.
Now that Charlie or somebody else will criticize me, not even just Charlie, but anybody who criticizes me for, being almost immobile, who's overweight as well, but they're allowed to do that, but I wasn't. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's very hypocritical. It's just very, like, one-sided. You know, what's good for the goose is not good for the gander, apparently. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like, watch yourself before you criticize someone else. That's all. No,
she wasn't with Rena. She was by herself. And the one I'm talking about, I think she had on, like, a red top. And then there was, like, when she went to go check out, there was an old man who was working at, I don't know if he was at Costco or Farm Boy, I forget. But there was an old man who was working there and offered to help her because he saw her struggling in the scooter. It was so embarrassing beyond.
That I ask. But no, because people pick targets to beat on YouTube. And they use the excuse as like, there's like these moral shortcomings of these people that they deserve this. They brought it on themselves. You deserve all this hate. That's just like such a warped mentality.
No, when you're a hateful person and you bring on hate, that's just the way it is. That's just your karma. What goes around comes around.
Anyway, that's my opinion on it. I don't want to go too long into it. I don't want to make a big deal of this, but I wanted to give my opinion on it.
I love how she's just parked on the side of the road and the traffic is just whizzing by her. Patty says, I had type 1 diabetes, but have not through diet, exercise, and supplements have now been 1 year in remission. Congratulations. That's amazing. I'm not sure. I'm not really familiar with type 1. I'm a type 2 myself. I'm in remission as well. But that's amazing. Congratulations. I didn't even know that you can go into remission for type 1. So that's awesome. Congratulations. Hey, Home Alone legend.
Because to me, it's just ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And even before people started picking on me or making me the subject of their videos, I advocated for Amberlynn because I think that her...
Hey, Kimberly, did they give you any pain meds? What they give you if they did?
treatment's not fair on YouTube. I never will. I don't care what she's done in the past. People do stupid things. We're all human. No one is above anyone else.
You say you're above everyone else constantly, so what?
And it's just like everyone's made mistakes. People criticizing have probably done 10 times worse. You know, it's
always everyone else is worse than me, so I'm not bad. Everyone else is worse. That's how she always is.
Just like, I don't get it, you know? So it's like people will continue.
No, legend, this is from 2021 or 2020.
To do that. I don't really care anymore. I have my group of supporters and the rest can watch in silence because you know, like, yeah, I do filter my comments because for really nasty things. But no, I don't need that on my channel. So
Max, me too. I stay away from pasta. I don't eat bread anymore. Rice, that's a thing in the past. I miss it. Oh, God, I miss my carbs.
I don't make any apologies for that. Absolutely not.
Oh, Joanna.
So anyways,
honey.
I just wanted to give my opinion. Like,
they didn't give you shit. Bullshit, Kimberlina. Dennis, bullshit. Bullshit.
Like I said, it's fair for everyone else to give their opinion on me every video. So I'm allowed to give my opinion this one time. And as many times as I feel like I need to. But
and she does
I don't
over
want
the
my
years.
channel to be that constant headache of just like talking about other people. I just don't. I just hate that. It's like, you know what I mean? So,
aren't they hilarious, Daisy?
Anyway, so that's it. I said what I wanted to say, and yeah, so that's my opinion. Like I said, there's like mugshots circulating, all this other crap. I don't want to have anything to do with that. I don't care. That's not my business. But when I saw the weight on the most recent mugshot, and it was like, so you are morbidly obese yourself. So what gives you the right? You know what I'm saying?
Because it's not about your weight, stupid. Oh my God.
Well, at least people will say, well, at least she's trying. How do you know? She doesn't talk about her weight loss hardly. She talks more about Amberlynn's weight loss than her
Because she doesn't have a weight loss channel. She had a reaction channel. Fuck, Chantal, you're dumb.
own. How do you know? Even if she is trying. Well, today's a new day. I'm trying. So does that mean I don't deserve hate anymore because I'm trying? No, it has nothing to do with that. It's all
nice.
about because
Max.
people pick certain people online to go after.
I use quinoa myself. I like it though. Some people really don't like it, but I like it, thank God. So I kind of use that as like a rice substitute, you know?
And that's what it is. So I'm sorry.
Right, Freya? Freya said, I can't imagine being angry about the same thing for years and never getting therapy or making a change. And it's documented. That's the crazy part. It's like, it's not just like you lived this life and just went through this cycle, but you recorded every day. That's just like, it's just insane to me, you know?
Diet failure, whatever. That kind of stuff to me doesn't warrant the type of hate that people get online. And it's become a cult now. Like, people are proud assholes on the internet, like, oh, hater nation. Like,
That's
okay,
us.
whatever.
In case you didn't know.
But it's just like...
case you didn't know, this side of the fence is considered Hater Nation, Haydur. We are considered the haters. And then there's the anti-haters, which are Chantal's buddies. Just in case you were curious what the hell Hater Nation is.
You know what I mean? It has nothing to do anymore, I don't think, with that. It's become like, it's turned into something that it's just like, it doesn't even matter about the person anymore. It's just, that's, the hate itself is like enough to make videos about. And it's just like, people will criticize the dumbest things, you know? It's just like, ugh, I don't know.
Put a bra on, my God.
Anyway,
I'm sick of looking at her titties.
So, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. So, thank you for listening to me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
So that was the Charlie Gold rant. It wasn't even that bad. But yeah. So this is, I'll show you guys this is the website I go on. It's foodiebeauty.site. If you ever want to look at the old videos she's got, I don't know why people like gatekeep this so much, but this is the website. It's got, listen, look at the videos. This has got, look at all these videos. I mean, this is like, yeah, Joanna, exactly. Titties due east and west. Look at all these videos. Look, all this is gone. This is all gone from her channel. I'm still going down, page down. This is like insane. There you go. Her first video, December 15th, 2016. You want to see Chantal's first video?
So cute. Hey guys, me here with another video. Today is going to be my December Ipsy glam bag that I just received in the mail a few days
This is foodiebeauty.site.
ago, and I have used all of the products, and I will do a brief review on them for you as fairly as I can.
I don't like when reactors are very stingy with the old videos of Chantal's. I don't understand that. So if you guys ever have old stuff that you see a website, or like there's like a good place to find old Chantal content that's not on YouTube, let me know. I'd love to react to stuff that I don't have access to.
There's a product I can't really comment on, and I'll explain why. So the first one I'm going to do is this Privé. I hope you can see that good. Well,
Look at how nice she has done her nail polish. Like, I know this is terrible fucking quality, but I mean,
the light's not that great. Privé Aqua Gel Mask, and this here is
oh really,
an aqua
Panda?
gel mask. So the idea is that it's a hydrating face mask.
I want to see what she looks like. I don't care about this. Is she gonna get on camera? I don't
It did
remember.
make that correctly. This is more geared to product, like a brown.
This video is terrible. Oh my God.
Reflection. This is a perfect. You don't want
Okay, she's not
those
coming
and be
on this one.
notified
Let's
when they
see.
come out. Please subscribe to my channel. And
No thanks. Oh God, the only thing with this site is that every time you go back to it, you get back to the beginning. So the last video uploaded was 3/25/2021. So, but look at all these videos we could watch one day, guys. If you ever want to react to something, let me know. Leave me a little comment on a video and say, hey, I want to see this video, and we can react to it. But just look at all this. I mean, live cleaning. How long is this video? An hour. I'm not going to watch this whole thing. I'm just looking to see what it is. That's awesome, Elaine. Congrats. This is foodiebeauty.site. Freya.
hi,
Just don't tell anybody. Just kidding. Our secret.
How are you? How are you?
But I mean, this is just
Okay.
this is what Chantal used to look like, guys. That's how bald she used to be. That's what's under the hijab. And again, this is like 4 or 5 years ago. This is before the Nodder arc,
See?
I'm pretty sure.
Do I feel something?
Flower. Oh,
I just want to see the apartment. Come on, Chantal.
with a fucking Burger King cup beside her. And I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Oh, Christopher! Who remembers Christopher? Who remembers Christopher? Freya says, can I tell you guys a secret? Occasionally, once in a while, I'd like to get a little baked and watch people react to Foodie Beauty try-on hauls. I love it so much. Dude, I've reacted to... Freya, I've got tons of videos I used to do, like, before my live stream started. If you want to go back, I used to do, like, reactions to, like, her try-ons and stuff. Yeah, go back on my catalog on YouTube if you get bored. Christopher Llama.
So, you know.
Runs with scissors. It's foodiebeauty.site, honey.
No, it wasn't
We
her,
could see you.
Kiko. I don't know who it was.
God. Look at her live streams. She's never changed. It's just the same. You can I can keep skipping and it's just the same.
People act like I 100% don't know anything. It's not that. That's not the problem. The problem is that I have an eating disorder, and it's hard to just cure that with no matter how much knowledge you have, if it's not applied, or you know what I mean? Like
my God. She is freaking relentless with this crap. Anyway, I'm not going to watch this because it's just a stupid, boring live stream, but you get the hint. So this is a good website. If you guys ever want to go, if you're bored, if your favorite reactor is not online, this is a good website to go to. So, yeah, we used to find this boring. Yeah. Look at this one. Oh! Hi. Hi. Look, it's Foodie. She's in the shower. She's poking her little head. Hi, it's Foodie. Just in case you wanted to see Foodie naked in the shower this morning. I didn't think you thought you'd never see this again. Oh, come on with this stupid thing. Every time I hit the stupid space bar.
Don't you forget about me. Don't.
look at the beautiful sky. View from my room.
She was so much more fun then. Yeah, she was.
Yes. Sun's going down. Snow's melting a bit.
You caught that, Pink Warrior?
Yes, spring is in the air. I really like this little...
No, I think it was the tattoo, Deb. I thought so too.
Organizational shelf here.
Oh, look at back when she could afford Lush. Look at all the Lush she had. Remember her Lush hauls? She would drop like hundreds of dollars. Like she was some crazy influencer.
I have purchased and put together. Keep all my products that I use pretty much every day. Yeesh.
Yeesh.
No.
Raviolis au bœuf et boulet devient en sauce tomate. God.
All right, which one?
I mean, mini or regular size. That's the choice. And notice these are on her fucking desk. Or no, these are on the counter. Is it the counter? I can't tell.
Mini bites it is.
Oh, she's sitting down.
Perrier water. And...
Fuck me. What? I'm sorry. Chef Boyardee, you gotta be kidding me. Why don't you just make a Don't buy Chef Boyardee. Just make a box of pasta. It will taste better. Even if you just put like butter on it and cheese. Like, God. My mom never bought this she refused. I remember like I go to my friend's house, like sometimes their moms would make it for us, like for lunch. I'm like, oh, this is great. I get home. What'd you have for lunch? Chef Boyardee. What the fuck?
Mini raviolis with meatballs, and I added some Parmesan cheese.
Of course you did.
And yes, the meatballs might seem nasty to some.
They are.
They are probably made with cow anus, but tasty cow anus. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Oh, BBJ. Poor
Hey,
thing.
sweetie. My baby girl.
Max, right?
Yes. What are you doing, Sam? Oh,
Poo-poo's in the kitchen.
Yes, he is. Hey guys. So, I'm just gonna be staying at home today. We decided to go out tomorrow.
Ew, Lori.
Procrastination. So what I'm gonna do is tomorrow we're gonna go to the pharmacy. I have a bunch of...
You eat cold ravioli out of the can. Listen, I'm not going to judge you. I've eaten some weird shit myself, so I really shouldn't judge.
prescriptions to fill. I went through them on a live stream. And apparently I'm starting a cholesterol pill and that Ozempic injection just to get my blood sugar.
Oh shit, I forgot she was on cholesterol medication. I totally forgot about that.
Sugars under control and to aid in weight loss is what my doctor said. She thought that it would be beneficial in that sense. So I guess we'll see. Some people it works for, some people it doesn't. Everyone I've talked to who I
Ravioli
know
on toast
is on it.
That's weird.
It has helped them lose some of their body weight and control their sugars. I also need to get some prescriptions for some asthma medications, some inhalers for my asthma. So we're going to do all that tomorrow. It is very, very, very windy and cold out.
Now picture her face. If you're on your computer, if you're on your phone, take your fingers or your hands and just place them around her face, right? So let me see if I can... No, my hands aren't that big. Like I want... Duh, my camera doesn't go that way. Right? I'm trying to like picture her with an abaya on in this photo, okay? And you know where the abaya starts. Like it pretty much ends like here, right? It tucks in here. Just picture it. Canada, 2021. I mean, do we think she's 400 pounds in this era? This was her heaviest. Good morning, gas station sushi. How are you, honey? Do we think she's really 400 pounds? I think she is 400 pounds at least. I don't give a shit how much she weighs, but just this shot, and she's so swollen here, and this is when she weighed her most, admittedly her most. I don't know.
Pizza's off today, so
It's so swollen.
I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm really still just struggling mentally.
Said, Farrah.
And probably just going to
You like that, Kimberly?
veg out and play video games. I've been really obsessed with playing Scrabble. There's an app, Scrabble app, and you can play against different people. There's this one lady I always play against. I just like how quickly she responds when it's her turn.
Her eye labias are smaller here too.
And it's always just like a very close match. I usually always win. So I enjoy doing that. It's good for the brain.
Gosh, she really is like a 95-year-old woman.
Just doing what I can.
Like, I just picture like talking to my grandmother or something like, what'd you do today? Oh, I downloaded a Scrabble app just to keep my mind busy. I do what I can. Like, I just feel like I'm talking to not a 35-year-old woman. I'm talking to like a grandma.
I do have to...
No offense to the grandmas. There are, listen, every single grandma I've ever known had more energy than Chantal. So I'm not saying that as a dig.
do my daily chore. I will show you my chore chart in a minute. I stuck it to the fridge and I'm going to try to stick with it. So today is Friday.
Yeah, the filters got
so
heavy
Fridays
with that.
I have to sweep and mop the floor in here and downstairs.
I think she's over 500. Whew.
So do I feel like doing even that? No, I don't. I didn't feel like getting out of bed. I didn't feel like having a shower today. I just have zero energy. I'm hoping that...
Freya.
I know that once I change my diet...
That was a big thing, Shax, that no one ever saw her ears. Ever. And now we're never going to see her ears again if she stays in stupid Kuwait.
Eat healthier. I'm just going through a rut right now with not eating the best. So
Um,
437, 550. Yeah.
all right. And I know, I mean, I'm not.
Exactly, Max. She doesn't know how good it feels to like be able to like walk up the stairs and not be completely fucking winded, right? Or like walk around in a park for half an hour and not feel like you're gonna die, you know?
So
Oh,
unobservant
welcome back, Sky. How was your
that I
appointment?
don't see what's going on around me whenever I eat
Her face is the moon.
things that are not healthy. I know the backlash I get. I know that people have something to say about it. But I'm still going to show you anyways, because that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to hide my reality just so that people only have positive things to say about it. So, that's what this video is going to be today.
I can't drink Perrier, whatever the hell you call it. One thing about having the weight loss surgery, you cannot drink carbonation ever again. I have not had any kind of carbonation since my surgery. No fuzzy water, nothing. And you know how bad I want like a Coke Slurpee?
I hope
No bubbles.
nonetheless, I hope you enjoy it. And as always, I thank you for watching. All right, here's my cleaning schedule.
Yes. All right. Teamy. Oh God. Remember when she was selling that stupid Teamy tea? All right. Cleaning schedule. Daily. Dishes as needed. Brush cats. Sweep kitchen as needed. Trash as needed. Litter box as needed. As needed. Mondays. Vacuum upstairs area and stairs. Tuesdays. Clean room, bathrooms, and upstairs litter room. Wednesdays. Vacuum living room and entrance stairs. Thursdays, dust. Fridays, sweep and mop kitchen, floor, and entranceway. Yeah.
Well, as you can see, yep. So Saturdays and Sundays, if I follow this schedule, I don't have to do any cleaning.
This is 2021. Big sip, I think. Yeah.
And who is this sexy beast? It's BBJ.
That's BBJ. That doesn't look like BBJ. That's not BBJ.
When I first got her in 2004.
Oh, maybe when she was a kitten.
Oh, yes, BBJ. Yes, BBJ.
Oh, Sam, look at all this rice I have to clean up because you spilt it. And now it's all in your fur. Yes.
Don't brush him or anything. Look at that. Look at Sam's fur. Look at Sam's fur. And we want to talk about how Chantal is a great pet parent. Yeah, okay. Chore chart 35. Expression have little stars on it.
So I'm
Let's see. Ooh, okay.
gonna go watch.
Why do you have a snow shovel on the carpet? Oh my God.
Some good friends of mine on here.
Oh,
Turn
come on,
around. I
Sam.
want to see the rest of that. Look at these cats had a cat tree. Julia doesn't deserve one, does she?
Some good friends of mine on here.
Oh, come on, Sam.
Bay Nation. I'm gonna put the fireplace on. Jeez. Yes, that's a pair of pants.
Just pick them up.
Put the light on here. Alright. You guys like my lamp? I think I asked you that. I'm all proud of it. Alright. I'm gonna put the fireplace on. Gotta bend down low. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa. Whoa, Chantal. Don't fall into the... Can you imagine Chantal falling into that fucking fireplace? Oh, God.
Yes.
And look where she is now. Look, she had a fireplace. She had a hearth.
Yes.
I don't know what that curved thing under the lamp is. I was going to ask you guys that same question. Is it like for the cats? I don't know. Yeah, Chantal, she has those big, nice windows, right? You could buy those, what do you call it? Not the styrofoam, the little, like the sticky things you put on the windows, and the cats there's like a couple like different like levels of it. And the cats can just like sit. They've got little parachutes they can sit in, little hammocks. They can play with things on the window. Yeah, there's tons of things. She had a hearse. It's true.
Hi, Sammy.
God, I'm getting dizzy.
Watching
Oh, look who's on TV, guys. Look who's on the TV.
a live creepypasta.
For some reason, we've been switching our food because they've been having a hard time with some of the foods we buy.
I never watched Bay Nation, so.
Waiting for a dinner, Pete?
Oh. There's Ramona.
Yeah. Do you have the camera on me right now?
Suction
Yes.
cup, thank you. It's like those little sticky
Oh,
things.
you look nice.
My hair's all greasy and...
Oh, you got up not long ago.
Hey, Sam!
Hi, Sam.
Hey, Sam!
Oh, look, cat toys on the floor. I see a cat toy with a little stick on it. See that? That's a cat toy. Do we ever see that anymore? Nope.
Hi, Sam.
Your reptile has those things? Yeah, they're fun, right?
Sambert. Hi, Sambert. That's my nickname for him, Sambert.
Freya, right? It's like buying your kids an expensive toy and all they want to play is in the freaking box, you know? Hey, Scar. How are you, honey?
Hi,
I
big
had fun on your live stream
boy.
yesterday.
Hi,
I want
sweetie.
to see. Oh, look, that was before Box Mountain.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Turd. That's my nickname for her, Turd.
She's not a turd.
Have a good day, Max. Thanks for
Oops,
stopping
Dane.
in, honey. Hey, Scar.
You hurt her feelings.
Okay,
You're a
Scar.
poop
Dingleberry.
She's not a dingleberry.
Yeah,
She's
her
a
cats
sweet-
were adorable. That's what I mean. Like, her cats were so fucking cute. And to watch her neglect them the way she did pissed a lot of people off. We've been with these cats since she started YouTube, you know?
Sweet.
It's crazy.
Girl. Oh, I missed a yawn.
That's why I'm saying don't get attached to Julia. If you guys love cats, if you love animals, do not get attached to Julia. That's why I try to like skip through when I see her because like I don't want to get attached. I know what's
So we
gonna happen.
ordered our food
Oh, look, beige.
and from a local place, I got the chicken Alfredo.
Oh, I cursed at my cat all the time. All the time.
Yummy, yum, yum.
But she cursed right back at me in her head. I know she was. She's like, fuck you, man.
With some bruschetta. Their bruschetta is so good. And Pete's got steak frites. So just a strip loin, New York strip loin, and some frites. The forks are in the dishwasher.
Don't even get me started with Timbit, Joanna. Oh, that poor thing.
I was thinking the salt and pepper.
Oh,
Should be around here somewhere.
we're gonna watch WandaVision now. Dinner.
And this is a day in her life. It's always about food. Always. Oh, nice, Marie.
And WandaVision. Season finale. Right, Pete?
The series finale.
Oh.
When she had money.
Petey bite.
I hope she doesn't get Sam back. Odd one. Because she's going to abandon Julia. What the hell is that? Oh, it's her. Look, she dropped it. It's her bruschetta. Ugh.
Bee. God. We're cuddling. BBJ
She gave
and
the
I.
TV to Nutter.
I said
that one was
BBJ and I are
upstairs.
cuddling.
I don't know why I'm supposed to care.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my vlog.
I don't know why they're supposed to care.
Because
know
it's
why they would
cute. Isn't it, BB Jen?
It's going to be 75 Freya today and it's sunny out. I'm going outside as soon as I'm done.
Okay, guys. Well, as you can see, I'm
Christopher,
back laying down right now.
day in the life.
As I said, just having a kind of down kind of day. So I get a lot of these. I do have some updates though, so I'm hoping tomorrow will be better and I can put out a more,
Morning, Cookie. How are you?
a video that I
Stunning
put
Day in
more
Jersey.
work
Yeah,
into.
I bet it is.
But
I'm jealous.
it is hard just turning on the camera sometimes. And
Drew, do you ever go to Calandra's Bakery? I'm sending my parents there this weekend. They're getting me some pinoli cookies. I can stand a pinoli cookie from Calandra's. They're like really expensive, but they're really. I'm so looking forward to them.
I always tell myself that when I'm feeling this way, maybe I shouldn't do it. And then
the fat hadn't sunken
think
in
to
yet,
myself,
Jeff, into the brain by this point.
It makes me feel like I'm ashamed of what I'm going through when I do that. When I hide away, when I say I shouldn't turn the camera on when I'm feeling this way, you know?
Remember the macaroni grill in Wayne? I had my like 18th birthday there.
You know, why not, right? I mean,
I'm a Morris County girly myself.
It's reality, you know. It's my reality, and I know it's a reality for a lot of different people. And I don't think that we should really hide how we're feeling. It just kind of, when we do that, it
Linda,
just kind
that
of
sounds
further
so
feeds
good.
into the stigma of mental illness and things like that. I don't put these videos out for pity or anything. I actually hate those kind of comments where, you know, I'm just doing it just to, this is my life. You know, it's my channel, my vlog.
Okay.
You're going to get a bit of everything.
Welcome back,
on here.
Jojo.
And
just gonna check her
yeah,
channel again,
I know
see
it
if
might
there's
not look
anything
that
new.
way right now,
Let's
but
refresh.
I know that, I just know deep down that I will be a success story, and I'm just trying to really hard ignore so much negativity. You know, just how hard it is sometimes to just come on here and see people have like hour-and-a-half long
Stupid
live
comments.
streams discussing me, or completely just kind of trivializing what I'm going through, or saying it's my fault, or shaming me for my food choices, or any choices really, making up things about you or your character and stuff like that.
Muting that for a second. She's had this green dress on for the last 3 live streams. The last 3 live streams. Change your fucking shirt, madam. My God, the way you sweat and the yeast that just sloughs from the folds and the boil healing, if it is healing, and I'm sure there's another one popping up its ugly head somewhere. God, change your clothes. Oh, that's really gross.
And yeah. So,
all right, guys. Well, that's it. She's bored the shit out of me for now. What's with her eyes in the checking in video? This one? With the thumbnail? Look at her. Just look at her. Make her sweat, make her gravy. Oh, God. All right, you guys. I'm going to call it a day for now. I can't watch her anymore. She's just so, like, her life is just so suck. It's just so suck. I'll probably be back tomorrow if she uploads anything new. Yeah. God. She gave up everything for that. Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate you guys. I know we don't usually hang out in the morning, but thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for making chat fun today. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.